What's going on, everyone? So I wanted to talk about this new acquisition I got a buck 110 exclusive from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. This one right here, one of only 250 made. But okay, so I just started getting into buck December 23rd of 2024, so it's been all of like 6 months, and look at this already. I've got a few more off camera. It's a problem. I wanted to point out, obviously I wanted to touch on the Smoky Mountain Knife Work exclusive, but every time I bought a knife, they came in a different case. And not only the case is different and the color, but the actual button snaps. So I wanted to go over that in case you were curious. So the original OG buck 110 comes with this kind of snap. It looks like this. Very awesome, very classy. Pigmented protected leather and waxed. The Smoky Mountain exclusive came in this suede nubuck type of sheath, black, with this chromed out clasp. Very classy. And the buck of the month, January 10th, 2025, custom shop, comes in this distressed sheath, tan, with that particular button. Really cool. Wanted to go over that because that was kind of new for me, fiddling around with that, examining them. I like doing leather craft, and it's kind of just fascinating to see how they get things done. I wanted to touch on the types of sheaths these are because, I mean, I have experience, and I know when I first started my vocation, my trade 10 years ago, a lot of things look like magic to me. You know, I'm in restoration, so I see something broken and I'm just like, well, that's screwed. Until you learn the ins and outs, and what looks like a problem one day becomes just another day the next. So how do they make suede? How do they make nubuck from regular leather? Is it just a different kind of cow? No, it's all at the tannery. So in the tannery, all the hides get treated. They use tannins, obviously, preserve the leather. I'm not going to get into too much detail about that, but most sheaths have around that color, just a tan hide. This one's been treated somewhat, so it's a little bit darker, but more or less it's going to be that color. This is a suede nubuck feel. This is waxed, but it's also pigmented protected. So I'll go over exactly what that means right now. These two sheaths, even this suede black one, started off looking like this. You can look up another YouTube video, honestly, for the actual process, but all you gotta do is take some sandpaper to this. It's really that simple. You take some sandpaper to it, and basically you're bringing up all those collagen fibers, everything just coming up, and it creates that texture. After the hide's been treated at the tannery, they assign it to different lots. Some of it's going to be just a tanned hide, some of it's going to be treated with an aniline dye, and others are going to be pigmented protected. They're all graded at the tannery. This one, originally I thought that this was just dyed and waxed. Truly, I thought it was just dyed and waxed. I think my phone is overheating a little bit from this damn sun. But if you can look here, you see this? I'm scratching it up a little bit. That's paint. It's a little disappointing, but it's not bad. I mean, pigmented protected is pretty good. If you look at this, this has been dyed with an oil, or yeah, an aniline dye. As you can see, the pigment goes all the way through. It looks like that on this one. I mean, it's been dyed somewhat, but it's mostly just wax, and that's what's darkened up the actual hide itself. Getting onto the knives, I do little customizations to them. I change the belt loop up. This is how it comes standard, right in the center, and I always do that to them. You're able to keep proudly made in the USA. So let's go over these knives. Oh, if you were curious, this black suede sheath is also made in Mexico, but these tan ones are made in America. So let's go over these knives before my phone completely overheats. All right. So, and we wait for the flight school to pass. So this is the Buck 110, Buck of the Month for January 10th of 2025. Really nice. This is ridge slide scales, bare head bolsters, palm swell. As you can see, it's very nice. I love it. It actually came a little defective with a really loose blade. I just had to send it in, and they sent it back to me in 10 days. Like, I shit you not. I sent it to them, and then 10 days later, it was back on my doorstep, fully fixed, in perfect condition. They're amazing. This one, though, is the Smoky Mountain Knifework exclusive. It also has, check that out, brushed bolsters. Brushed bolsters are the shit. Fingerprints take away the depth of that shit, but brushed bolsters just kind of patina nicer. If you can see the dark, how much darker it is? It's just beautiful the way it ages. I like it. This is the Smoky Mountain exclusive. They say it's python, but it reminds me of a peacock. If you look closely here at the spine right here, you can see this micarta is actually wavy. Do you see that? Do you see how it waves like a serpent, dude? Like, oh my goodness, they did such a good job. Fit and finish is perfect. Lockup is perfect. It is magna cut, as you can see. It's got that 2025 blade, which is cool. I say that because this is a Buck of the Month 2025, and it's got a 2024 blade. When I sent it in, I thought they would change it out, but they didn't. Oh, I guess I'll leave that open. And then just the standard Buck 110. One thing I did notice is this is just the standard 420 stainless, and then this is S35 VN. This is magna cut. As you get more premium with the steels, it does appear to get a little bit thinner with the actual blade. So standard Buck of the Month. See the profile of the blade? Now, look at the magna cut. Look at the base of the blade where the bolsters meet. You see how much is more taken off on the magna cut one? And the girth width of the blade is a little bit different too. It seems almost a little bit shorter, a tad shorter. Just because it's more exotic, I guess, I don't know. Oh yeah, it is shorter. Look at that. Butt to butt. Butt to butt. You see your perspective, because my perspective, I'll give you my perspective, the one I just saw. There we go. Perfectly lined up, and as you can see, magna cut is slightly shorter than the stainless steel. So it's like in between a 112 and a 110. I don't know, I'm not bitching. I like it. I love this knife. How can you complain? It's just gorgeous. I do kind of miss the pins because, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I miss, it's like constellations, man, like Orion's belt or some shit, or the Big Dipper. I really like the pins, but it is what it is. Oh, and just for the hashtag, shout out to Fender for this awesome ass harmonica. Blues DeVille, still practicing. And y'all play harmonica, blues, guitar? I don't know. But I'm about to head out. Thanks again. I looked at the channel and I just hit 500 subscribers. I cannot tell you how grateful I am, because I was stuck at like 400 and I was just looking at it like, well, they stopped liking me, but whatever, I can still shitpost. And then I woke up today and it was at 5:01, and literally I guess you're gonna have to ask my wife for the reaction, but gratitude, truly gratitude. So I hope I can continue to provide good content. I don't want to just saturate YouTube with a bunch of reviews. I'm going to show you some individuality. So I'm going to do my customizations, modifications, and I'm going to show off my new toys. Because, you know, I like it when people show off their new toys, especially when they're toys I'm considering buying myself. So I'm going to give you my perspective on them as a person who actually uses these tools. I'm not just going on YouTube and listening to somebody else's review and following trends and like, oh, like that's cool, like let's get a Benchmade, let's get a Spyderco because those are the biggest brands out there. No. I've used my stuff, and I've used the shittiest stuff you can possibly think of, so I'm very stingy with my money now because I've been ripped off so much with quality. Let me help you not make the same bullshit mistakes I did. This content, again, is for the community, but honestly, life is crazy and you never know what tomorrow will bring. So, this is also a memoir. One day my kids will see this, and they're gonna get to know their daddy just a little bit better. Hopefully, I'll be able to show them who I am myself, but like I said, we never know what tomorrow brings. So we have to keep open-minded, stay just ready. Just ready. Thanks you so much. God bless.